Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video. Of course, early Thursday morning we have the brand new GTA Online weekly event going live, and on Wednesday Rockstar previews and sends out the early information and news that they want us to know about to select Rockstar Games accounts. I cover that video in depth, going over everything you need to know. But on Tuesdays, I like to do a little bit of a reminder of the past weekly events so that players who are just tuning in, maybe they missed out on this week in GTA Online, they can get caught up to speed in record time, see if there's anything that they don't want to miss out on when it comes to removed vehicles, money bonuses, and limited time weekly challenges, rewards, some nice discounts. I think this week we have a lot of pretty good opportunities, so even with just a couple days left in this event, you could definitely take advantage of some of the stuff, make some pretty good money from the bonuses we have, and especially when it comes to the removed DLC vehicles that were removed, of course, post San Andreas Mercenaries update last year. Some of those vehicles are extremely rare right now. They're featured back for a limited time this week, and you definitely don't want to miss out on them. So with that said, we're going to jump into everything. One of them you can actually see behind me right now. It is the beautiful Pfister 811. I will show you guys a little bit later on in this video how to unlock it, where to unlock it, how much it costs, so definitely stick around. It is an absolutely beautiful car in this game. So with all that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get started with today's video. For your discounts reminder, let's start off with our major property discount first. It isn't a property discount for a business in the game, but they are properties themselves. We do have an opportunity for 30% off all apartments in this game, so no matter the size, no matter if it's a penthouse or not, all of them are 30% off. So if you need to pick up some more properties to add some garages to your character so that you can continue to store more vehicles, well, definitely pick up some apartments this week. I just went with all Eclipse Towers garages with this character, Tinsel Towers, they're all in the same spot, things like that. That way, all my garages are basically at one location. But in addition to that, let's talk about our other opportunities here. So here, let's head on over to Legendary Motorsport. The Overflawed Tyrant is going to be 30% off this week. It's on sale for $1,760,500. It is a big car. It's got engine resistance. A lot of the Overflawed vehicles do. I think you could pass on it this week. At Southern San Andreas Super Autos, the Dinka Conjo SJ is also going to be 30% off. It's on sale for $719,250. And then for this next vehicle, you need to go to Benny's. It is the Truffati Nero. It is on sale for 30% off again. So instead of $1.44 million, you can get it for just over $1 million in this game. 100% pick up one of these. If you would, you can keep it just as the Truffati Nero or take it into Benny's and upgrade it to the Benny's Truffati Nero Custom. That's how I have it in my game, and it is so good looking. The performance is awesome. Highly recommend it. Now, in addition to that, we also have discounts on removed vehicles in this game that are featured back for a limited time this week, like 30% off the Grotti Stinger GT, 30% off the Coil Raiden, 30% off the Pfister 811, 30% off the Vapid Bullet. So if you do want to get those discounts, you do need to go to the in-game vendors like at the LS Carmi as test drive vehicles, or of course at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport. I will showcase that to you a little bit later on in this video about where you can unlock those, because you're not going to find them on in-game websites. When it comes to your final reminder for this week's bonuses, we have some decent enough opportunities. We do have double money NRP on the daily Madrazo bounties, which I know so far it seems like everyone, including myself, we think these are extremely underwhelming just because of the payout and kind of what you're doing and things like that. Don't consider it like money grinding content, consider it a daily collectible, but basically it's this icon on the map. You contact Martin Madrazo, you use a weapon of choice to get a full payout for taking out some targets, take a picture, you send it to Madrazo, and you get paid. That is double money and RP this week, so normally it's going to pay out $20,000 with a $10,000 bonus for using the weapon of choice. This week it's $40,000 with a $20,000 bonus on top of that for using the weapon of choice. In addition to that, all of Martin Madrazo's contact missions are going to be double money and RP. I made a video on that if you want to check it out. I'll have that link down in the description below, but specifically all of his contact missions in the game, including the dispatch work, are double money. I recommend you just farm the dispatch work, because if you spend between 4 to 6 minutes on these, you'll get paid $34,650. They are super good to do for money, and they're also pretty good for RP as well. In addition to that, G's caches are also going to be double money and RP as well, so keep an eye out for those. I actually just did mine, so I can't showcase it to you on the map, but normally you're getting paid between $15,000 and $20,000 for finding a G's cache along with a refill of snacks and ammo. Now, of course, this week you're making between $30,000 and $40,000. $40,000 would be the absolute upper limit. In addition to that, we have double money and RP on the Rhino Hunt adversary mode, double money money and quadruple RP on the hot ring circuit races if you want to head to the race menu here. So just like we had the double money and quadruple RP on the stunt races last week, we have basically the same opportunity with the hot ring circuit races this week, where you can rank up insanely fast and easy. So definitely get that in if you want to farm some RP to rank up your character really fast. And then we also have triple money as well as triple RP on the community series jobs for this week. So scroll through these playlists to find the ones that are on bonus. When it comes to your weekly challenge for this week, you get $100,000 just for completing 3 of those Martin Madrazo daily hits. So you're going to be making essentially $180,000 from the hits themselves, because you're getting $60,000 with the double money this week. In addition to that, you're getting another 100K for the weekly challenge. So in total, 3 hits, $280,000, which is not too bad of a deal right there, considering they're so fast and easy to do. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your podium vehicle that we have for the remainder of this weekly event is the Shitsu Hakuchou drag, which is a really awesome drag bike in this game. It's excellent for doing normal time trials if you want, just like, you know, the Shinobi would be from Nagasaki, or of course the Shitaro's really good, the Western Power Surge, but it's specifically if you're on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S. HSW upgrades on the Hakuchou drag make it probably the best option for HSW time trials. Of course, I know players out there love the HSW Coil Cyclone too, so that's also worth it. But as we always do in my Tuesday weekly update reminder videos, we like to spin the wheel and see if we can unlock the podium vehicle. So far, I haven't won it this week. This is one of the last few spins for the week that we get before, of course, we get a different podium vehicle. We're gonna spin right past it. We're gonna get clothing. We haven't gotten clothing in a video in a minute. It is the orange LS Diamond cap. So not even like a cool t-shirt or hoodie or something. We're just getting a hat. Let's go. Now that we're at the LS Car Meet, as you can see, your LS Car Meet prize ride vehicle for this week is the Volcar Warner HKR, which is honestly not that great of a vehicle. I feel like the traction isn't that great, all that stuff. But if you would like to unlock this week, your prize ride challenge is just winning LS Car Meet Series races for 2 days in a row. So we're just going to claim it right here. I'm going to throw it in my Tinsel Towers apartment. This is kind of like my junkyard garage before I could figure out what I want to do with vehicles that I kind of unlock either through the podium vehicle at the Diamond Casino and Resort or the prize ride and things like that. If you guys are on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, your premium test drive vehicle this week is the Karen S95, which is a pretty sweet car you can find at the LS Car Meet over there. But jumping into our standard test drive vehicles, these are definitely some pretty awesome ones because a bunch of them are removed from the game. Actually, all of them are removed to my knowledge. So let's jump in right here with the Vapid Bullet. This is a 30% off car right now. So if you would like to buy it, it's just going to cost you $108,500. It's a nice blend of sports and supercar traits. It excels in acceleration. It's got really good handling, but I think it lacks on the top end, so it lacks in its top speed. But I think just because of the performance being all right, definitely worth picking up as a collector's item due to its rarity post San Andreas Mercenaries update when the vehicle got removed. Same thing here with the Pfister 811. This car is known for its exceptional top speed and acceleration. It is going to struggle with handling because the turning radius on it kind of sucks, but the traction's good if that makes sense. You just can't take super tight turns at high speeds, so it excels on tracks with long straights. Overall, another highly desirable option for this week despite the small handling quirks it has. 30% off if you would like to buy it. It is removed from the game, so you have to buy it from the LS Car Meet. It's worth $794,500 this week. And then we wrap up here with an electric vehicle, the Coil Raiden. This is a first generation Tesla Model S, I'm pretty sure. Electric sedan, boasts really good acceleration, good enough handling. It's going to suffer from low durability and also a low top end because it is an electric car, but it's fun enough to use in aggressive driving scenarios, and overall I think it has solid performance. It's 30% off this week, and you can grab it right now for $962,500 here. Next up here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have actually, I would say, a pretty nice selection of removed vehicles as well, so let's jump into talking about them all. Let's start off over here first. This is the Grotti Stinger. Like I said, removed vehicle. It is actually 30% off this week, so that is pretty nice. If you would like to buy it, it's going to run you $612,500. It's a very stylish Grand Tourer, in my opinion. It's got pretty high speed, good acceleration. It's going to struggle a little bit with oversteered high speeds, so watch out. Its braking is also less than impressive, in my opinion, but it's definitely a sweet car if you're looking for a removed vehicle that has really good style rather than just absolute performance superiority. You know, it's not a modern supercar by any means, so it is going to handle like something classic sports car, something like that. But it is just as good as its convertible counterpart. Highly recommend you pick it up. Next, we'll move on over. Here is the ADIOS Cognoscenti. I actually can't get past these guys here. So if you would like to buy the ADIOS Cognoscenti, this vehicle, again, removed from the game, if you would like to purchase it, it's going to run you $254,000. When it comes to this car, you know, it's going to offer some decent speed, decent acceleration for its class, but it is going to be hampered by its very sluggish handling and poor braking. As you can see, it's got an incredibly long wheelbase. It's not going to be like a sports sedan by any means. It is going to be suited for those preferring a little bit of like luxurious and resilience design over agility and things like that. But nonetheless, removed vehicle, could be a vehicle you could add to your collection if you so choose. After that, here we have the Gallivanter Baller LE. Again, another removed vehicle. It is improved over the original Baller that was featured in GTA 5 Online. It's got better handling, better acceleration, probably not as good as any of the modern Baller variants like the STD that came out recently, things like that. But this model I think is probably my favorite. It shines on the off-road because it has really good and impressive torque in my opinion. It's got really good traction on and off the road, which is nice. Of course, it's not an excellent off-road vehicle in general because you can see the ground clearance isn't that high, so you're not going to be rock crawling or anything like that. But compared to other top off-roaders, this thing can definitely keep up on dirt roads, sandy tracks, things like that. So definitely get it if you want this week. Of course, the Gallivanter Baller LE LWB Armored is going to be my preferred one because at least it can tank an explosive shot or, you know, rocket, homing missile, things like that, a sticky bomb before it blows up. This is just the standard one for sale. Next up, we have the Obey 9F Cabrio. Now, of course, we just saw the Obey 9F featured last week, so this is going to have basically the same performance. It's a high performance car. It's its coupe variant, so it is a convertible. It's got incredibly nimble handling like the coupe version. It's got strong stability on the road. It is going to fall short in traction when you push it to its absolute limits, so just keep that in mind. But it is going to be a very visually appealing choice. Some functional limitations on this car, but super hot in my opinion. I mean, the original Audi R8 here in GTA Online is of course definitely one you're going to want to pick up if you don't have it already. If you do want to buy it, it is going to cost you $130,000, so definitely keep that in mind. I forgot to mention the cost of the Gallivanter Baller LE here. It is going to cost you $149,000. Then finally, we'll wrap up with this bike, the LCC Hexer. It's durable, it's a good smooth cruiser in this game. Handling isn't top notch, of course, just look at the model of the bike, but I think it manages well enough in traffic, and it's a solid enough choice for those who enjoy a stylish motorcycle. You know, maybe someone who doesn't want absolute top tier performance. I mean, this is a chopper at the end of the day, but if you would like to buy it, it is going to cost you $15,000, so it's not that expensive at all. Here at the Salvage Yard, your 3 Salvage Yard vehicle robberies for this week consist of the following. Basically, you have until very early Thursday morning to steal these, so you can sell them or salvage them, whatever you want to do. But starting off, we have our standard range vehicle for this week. It is the Vapid Click, as part and featured in the cargo ship robbery. Next up, the Vapid Dominator ASP is our mid-range vehicle for the remainder of this weekly event. It's featured in the Duggan robbery, and then the Ocelot Virtue is our top-range vehicle featured in the Podium robbery for this week. None of these are claimable. Here we are at Luxury Autos, and we have 2 new DLC vehicles that release, of course, with the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC update. One of them released day 1, one of them just released this past week as a drip feed vehicle, and that is, of course, this Canis Castigator right here. If you would like to purchase it, it is going to cost you $1,671,660. It's also a bail office tier 4 career progress reward, I'm pretty sure, so you can get it that way if you want. Then we also have the DeClassy Yosemite 1500, an awesome older pickup truck here. This is a crew cab, right? I forget the difference between this and like the full actual crew cab with the extra doors in the back, but nonetheless, this is pretty awesome right here. Great pickup truck, long enough wheelbase, honestly pretty good off-roading as well. If you would like to buy this one, you know, you can get it off an in-game website, but it is going to run you $1,205,000 here at Luxury Autos as well. Let's head on over to the gun van and check out the stock that you can get for limited time this week. So we do have the knife featured here, the M16 service carbine, which is definitely my top favorite pick. It's the weapon you definitely want to pick up, but you can also collect the parts for this weapon from the crime scenes across the map and actually build it yourself for free. But nonetheless, I just bought it from the gun van when it released just because it's amazing. Sounds really good. I'd say it's worse than the Special Carbine Mark II, but better than the Carbine Rifle Mark II. Sits right in the middle. They're all very similar. The combat shotgun is available here. the compact rifle, so the Draco, you know, I had to put it in gold, the assault shotgun, which is really good, and then the assault SMG here as well. And what's really cool is if you would like to buy the service carbine, it is 40% off this week, so I would recommend you just do that as opposed to gathering all the crime scene parts, but you can do that if you want. And then for GTA Plus members, the assault shotgun is also going to be 40% off as well, so if you're paying for that, don't forget about this discount, otherwise it's just sitting here unused. When it comes to this week's premium race, time trial, and HSW time trial, your normal time trial for this week is LSIA 2 with a par time of 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Your HSW time trial is Ron Alternates to Elysian Island, so definitely do that if you want to take advantage of that time trial and get some good money. And then this week's premium race is locked to the muscle car class, and it's called Muscle In. With all that being said, though, we have gone over everything that you need to know about from this week's GTA Online weekly event before it wraps up and we get the brand new weekly event news, information, money bonuses, free rewards, removed vehicles, all that stuff early Thursday morning. Of course, make sure to tune in tomorrow because I will be covering all those changes early when we get the news and information Wednesday afternoon. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you guys are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with everything GTA 5 Online and Rockstar Games as a whole, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and I will keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, I live stream GTA and Red Dead several times a week here on the channel. Love to have you a part of that community. You can find all my links down below in the description. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA 5 Online video. Adios, amigos.